Hi guys, Dr. Joseph here. Once again, very happy to interact with you. Today we are going to see a function called as count in Excel. So count in Excel, we have 5 different variants. As the name suggests, the count is used to count certain inputs, whatever you give. So in this case, say for example, I want to count the entries here. So if I use the function count, count counts only the numbers here, and the date also it counts, but then it doesn't count the text, or it also doesn't count the blanks. Okay, so we'll see how we are going to use the count function. Start with the equal to, type count, and you need to give the range here. So I'm giving this range, close, press enter. What I'm getting is the answer is 5. So instead, I'm using the same count. This time I'll also include this text. I'm selecting it from C1 to C6. Close the bracket, press enter. You see the count function did not count the text over here, but it counted only the numbers. We take one more chance. Equal to, use the same function count, open bracket. This time I'm taking from here, I'm including one blank cell as well, and I'm closing the bracket, enter. Again you'll see the count did not account the blank which was there in the selection. But instead, now I'm going to use the count A function, which stands for count all. So count all function will count numbers, text, date, any kind of a format of all kinds of formats of the data, but it does not count the blanks. We'll see that. So I start with equal to count A, open bracket. Now I select it from here, from C1 to C6, I close the bracket. Now you can see the result is 6 because now it has counted the text as well. So that is the count all function. We'll see whether it counts the blank as well. So I give once again count A, open bracket. I start from C1, but now I go till C7. I include a blank cell over here. Close the bracket, press enter. Now again you would see that there is the count A function did not include the empty blank cell over there. Still the result remains 6. The next function, the variant what we have under count is the count blank function. Now this counts the blank cells. So for instance, I'm going to select from C1 to C6, where actually you see there is no blank, but let us see. I just give enter. Now Excel returns a value 0 because we didn't have any blank cell. But instead, once again I'm going to use the count blank, but this time I'm going to start from C1. I'm going to include a blank cell over there in the selection. So now there is one blank cell. When I press enter, you see Excel returns a value of 1, indicating that there was a blank cell in the selection. Next variant is the count if. Now the count if function is to count under a certain criteria or a condition. So say for example, you need to count only a certain number, or you have to count based on a logical condition. So for example, equal to 1, or it may be say less than 5, or say greater than 2, right? So like this we can give different conditions and we can count. So let us see how to use count if. So we give count if, open bracket. So we need to give the range of cells. So I give the range of cells here, C2 to C6, comma space. Now I'm going to give the condition or the criteria. So in this case I'm going to give say the number here 3, or you can even give equal to 3. So I'm giving 3. 3 occurs only once, so it has counted 1. Let us see how does it count a text over there. So I give count if, open bracket, a range of cell. Now I include the text also here. So we select C1 to C6. comma, open bracket. This time I'm going to give the text input within the double quotes, close the bracket. See, now the value rank occurs only once, and hence it has returned the value as 1. So we'll do one more condition. So we'll say count if, open bracket. This time I'm selecting C2 to C6. This time I'm going to say count all values which is less than 4. Close quotation, close bracket, press enter. See, less than 4 is 3, 2 and 1. So Excel has returned the value 3. Now we'll do the greater than function, equal to count if, open bracket, the range of cells, comma, quotation. Now I'm going to give greater than, say, 2. Close the quotation, close the bracket, press enter. Again, greater than 2 is 3, 4 and 5. So Excel has returned the value 3. So that's how we use COUNTIF. Now we have the last variant, which is COUNTIFs. As the name suggests, you can have multiple criteria and then you can do the counting. So how does that work? Again, we use the count, but now in this case we select the COUNTIF, where you can give multiple criteria and then we can do the counting. So in this case, I'm going to select the range of cell, comma, space. I'm going to give the criteria. We should give it in the double quotes. The criteria is less than 5, okay, comma, space. Once again, I'm going to select the same set of cells, comma, quotation. Now greater than 1. So my condition is the value should be between means less than 5 and less than greater than 1. So that is my criteria. So now let's see. So less than 5 we have 4, 3, 2, but it should be greater than 1. So we should get a result of 3. So that's what we have got. So COUNTIFs is a plural version of COUNTIF, where we can have not only 2, we can have many criteria. You can have a number of criteria and you can do the count accordingly. So that is the these are the 5 different variations or variants of the count function. Again, this is very handy. Many times this helps us. Instead of manually counting, you can count either the numbers or all the contents, or only count blank, or count if based on a criteria, either text or number, or count if based on a more logical criteria. And this might also come for job interviews. I think this will be a very useful tool. Hope you enjoyed learning this count function. Please like and comment and share this video. Happy learning Excel. Thank you so much.